Opposition leader Tony Abbott has rejected suggestions the government's asylum seeker policy is sending a stronger message to people smugglers than the Coalition's proposals. The Coalition has announced plans to build a tent city on Nauru with a capacity of 2,000 people and no guarantee they'll be settled in Australia.
The Pacific Solution Mark II.
We would be prepared to rapidly ramp up the capacity of Nauru to 2,000 and beyond. That's what we're saying. But we would certainly expect as many as possible to be resettled in third countries.
2,000 in the short term, up to 5,000 in more permanent longer-term accommodation, more than half the tiny island's population.
I've been to Nauru. Nauru is quite a pleasant island. Nauru is by no means an unpleasant place to live.
The Immigration Minister indicated initially he wanted to rise above the politics of the issue.
I don't want to get into their game of trying to find a political angle on everything. There is no doubt Tony Abbott and Scott Morrison really enjoy the politics of this. I don't.
Then this from Tony Burke on the Coalition announcing the capacity of its new Nauru plan.
Effectively, the Coalition are putting up in lights, if you want to overwhelm the policy, here's how. In terms of doing something about people drowning on the high seas, it's childish.
The government said those that arrive since the PNG deal have no chance of being resettled in Australia. The Coalition's policy, there's no guarantee of resettlement here.
That effectively leaves a window open to settlement, which I think is very unwise.
The opposition leader says the government's already left the door open because he maintains the PNG deal does not stack up.
Nowhere in the skimpy two-page document released a week or so back by Mr Rudd does it say, A, that everyone coming to Australia will go to PNG, and B, that no one going to PNG will ever come to Australia.
There were 17 boats that arrived immediately after the PNG deal was announced. In the last couple of days, that number has slowed. But the Coalition and the government agree on one thing: it's too early to be claiming victory.
Let's get back to the days of the Howard government when there were no boats for more than a year.
I expect that more people will risk their lives, that more people will buy tickets off people smugglers, because people smugglers are telling people lies.
The Greens say the two major parties are neck and neck in a race to the bottom.
Outdo each other with talk of cruelty. Well, I think it's disgraceful. It's not Australian.
Kieran Gilbert, Sky News, Canberra.